From the Model T to the Mustang Mach-E, Ford has shaped more than a century of automotive history. Some vehicles were built to survive tough conditions, some were created to push innovation forward, and some went on to define entire generations. In this video, we will explore the most iconic and representative Ford models ever made. Let's dive in. This is the car that started everything. Ford launched the company with just $28,000. It was succeed or die. They sold 1,750 cars and built an empire. But here's the twist. The Dodge brothers built Ford's engines, then used the profits to start Dodge and compete against Ford. It had a 3-pedal transmission with no traditional clutch, meaning almost anyone could learn to drive it. It used bicycle chains, so any local bike mechanic could repair it. 8 horsepower, $750, undercutting rivals by 60%. The entire company operated from a single 250-foot shed. It became the blueprint for affordable cars. This was Ford's luxury disaster. Priced at $2,000, nearly triple the cost of the Model A, it sold only 500 units. Ford's partner, Alexander Malcolmson, pushed the company upmarket, chasing wealthy buyers. Henry Ford hated the idea. The added weight and higher price damaged the success of the Model A. The failure sparked an internal power struggle within the company, and it taught Ford a lasting lesson: never abandon affordability. This was Ford's return to sanity. Priced between $800 and $950, it struck the perfect balance between refinement and affordability. It was better than the Model A and more affordable than the failed Model B. Its 2-cylinder engine produced 10 horsepower and could reach a top speed of 35 miles per hour. It was simple. It was reliable. Around 800 units were sold, proving that Ford had learned an important lesson. Keep it affordable, keep it simple. This model became the bridge that kept the company alive. Ford's first true family car. Priced at $1,000 to $1,200, it offered more space and comfort while staying affordable. The 2-cylinder engine made 15 to 18 horsepower and reached 40 miles per hour, with a longer wheelbase built for real trips. About 1,000 sold. It was Ford's last twin-cylinder model, the final step before moving fully to 4-cylinder power. Ford's most expensive mistake. At $2,500 to $2,800, this luxury beast was everything Henry Ford hated. The 6-cylinder engine made 40 horsepower and hit 60 miles per hour, but at 2,300 plus pounds, it was a monster. Only 900 sold. This failure was Henry's ammunition. Partner Malcolmson got forced out in 1906. Ford finally had total control. The breakthrough. At $500, America's first truly affordable car. Over 7,000 sold in 2 years. The 4-cylinder made 15 horsepower, hit 45 miles per hour, weighed just 1,050 pounds thanks to vanadium steel. Ford tested assembly line techniques here, perfecting standardization. The success that silenced doubters and funded the revolution ahead. The revolution. Over 15 million sold in 19 years, put the world on wheels. In 1913, Ford's assembly line slashed build time from 12 hours to 93 minutes, changing manufacturing forever. Price dropped from $850 in 1908 to $260 by 1925 as quality improved. The 3-pedal transmission was so simple, farmers fixed it in the field. 20 horsepower, 1,200 pounds of vanadium steel. Unstoppable. The Model T made modern America. Ford shut down 6 months to retool. The gamble paid off. 10 million swarmed dealerships on reveal day. Power doubled to 40 horsepower, hitting 65 miles per hour versus the Model T's 45. America relearned driving. The simple 3-pedal system replaced with real clutch and 3-speed gearbox. Over 4.8 million sold in 4 years. Not a Jeep. A 1.5-ton beast built for World War II's deadliest theater, China, Burma, India. The Flathead 5.8 tackled the Burma Road, 700 miles of mud, mountains and monsoons that destroyed normal trucks. Only 13,000 built, but they won battles. After the war, many stayed in Asia and worked for decades. Some still run in remote jungles today. Britain's war beast, built by Fordson in the UK, not American Ford. The 6x4 setup, 6 wheels, 4-driven, hauled 3 tons through desert and mud. V8 power at 85 to 95 horsepower supplied the desert rats fighting Rommel in North Africa, the British hauler that kept the Commonwealth fighting. the 4x4 hack before Ford built their own. Marm and Harrington took standard Ford trucks and converted them to four-wheel drive with custom front axles and transfer cases. Gave Ford trucks combat capability years before factory 4x4s existed. Used globally by Commonwealth forces, some countries kept ordering them into the 1960s. Ford built tracked mini-tanks. In Canada, they mass-produced the British Universal Carrier, the most produced armoured vehicle of World War II, with over 113,000 built. Small, fast and tracked, it carried infantry support crews along with Bren guns or mortars. Ford's flathead V8 pushed tracks through mud and snow. These vehicles were used for reconnaissance, resupply and evacuating the wounded across every theatre of war. Ford's post-war revolution. The shoebox nickname came from clean, slab-sided styling, no separate fenders, fully modern. Ford's first independent front suspension killed the ancient beam axle, making it feel like an actual car. The flathead V8 made 100 horsepower. Old engine, new everything else, became a hot rod icon. Ford's Corvette killer. While Corvette struggled with 700 sales, T-Bird sold 16,155 in 1955 by offering luxury with V8 muscle. The removable hardtop with porthole windows became iconic. V8 power hit 300 horsepower with the supercharged 312. After 3 years, Ford killed the two-seater for a four-seat version. The 55 to 57 remained the most iconic T-Birds ever. Ford's biggest mistake: lost $350 million naming it after Henry's dead son, Edsel Ford. The horse collar grille looked like a toilet seat. Ford spent $250 million on hype, 2.5 million visited dealerships, then disappointment. Launched into a 1957 recession, nobody wanted expensive gas guzzlers. The push-button transmission failed constantly. Quality was a disaster. After just 3 years, it was dead. Only 110,847 were sold, far below the 200,000 per year originally projected. Ford's redemption after the Edsel disaster: simple, practical, affordable. At £2,400, the inline-six got 30 miles per gallon. Incredible for the era. The kicker: this platform spawned the 1964.5 Mustang. Without the Falcon, no Mustang exists. Became a legend in Australia, staying in production for decades. The simple car that saved Ford and built an icon. Created the pony car category. Launched 1964, sold 22,000 day one. Lines around dealerships. Built on cheap Falcon platform, secretaries could afford V8 muscle. Options ranged from mild inline-six to fire-breathing 289 V8. Steve McQueen's 1968 Bullitt made it legendary. 60 years later, still alive. The only muscle car that never died. The import killer that nearly matched the Mustang's launch. At $1,995, it crushed the VW Beetle, proving Americans would buy cheap domestic compacts. The base model was economy, but the grabber trim added hood scoops and stripes. Budget muscle looks without insurance pain. The right car at the right time. Over 3 million sold. Ford's subcompact import fighter under $2,000. Then it became a death trap. The rear fuel tank exploded in crashes, killing dozens in fires. In 1978, they recalled 1.5 million after public fury, but too late. The Pinto's legacy: profits over safety destroys everything, the ultimate corporate cautionary tale. Codenamed Project Yuma, Ford's first in-house compact truck, built to take on Toyota and Datsun imports. The Ranger name was borrowed from the F-Series to give it instant prestige. It even kept the legendary twin I-beam front suspension from the F-150, delivering full-size toughness in a compact truck. The $3 billion gamble that saved Ford from bankruptcy became America's best-selling car 5 years straight. The radical jelly bean design shocked 1986 when everything was boxy. Over 7 million sold. Revolutionary team development became industry standard. Later replaced the Crown Vic as the cop car. 33 years saving and dominating Ford. Created the SUV boom. Best-selling SUV in America. Over 8 million sold. 400,000 plus yearly at peak. Built on Ranger pickup bones. Real truck capability with leather seats and cup holders. Then catastrophe. Firestone tires shredded at highway speed, causing deadly rollovers. 270 plus deaths. 14.4 million tires recalled. Nearly killed both companies. Ford's global compact. Over 15 million sold. The Focus RS. 350 horsepower. All-wheel drive. Drift mode. Embarrassing sports cars at half the price. then disaster. The 2012 to 2016 power shift transmission, shuddering, slipping, catastrophic failures, massive lawsuits destroyed trust. Ford killed it in America in 2018 for SUVs, the hot hatch hero with a fatal flaw. Ford's compact crossover, co-developed with Mazda for Japanese efficiency, American muscle. The 2005 Escape Hybrid was America's first domestic hybrid SUV, beating Toyota to market. Consistently top 3 best-selling compact SUVs through the 2000s to 2010s. Millions sold. Started boxy in 2001, evolved sleek by 2020. Born from revenge. After Ferrari humiliated Henry Ford II, Ford built the GT40 and crushed Ferrari at Le Mans 4 straight years. The 2005 GT celebrated that. 550 horsepower supercharged V8, 4,038 built. The 2017 GT was by application only, featuring a twin-turbo V6 660 horsepower and a Le Mans win in 2016. Exactly 50 years later, even John Cena got sued for flipping his. This supercar was built on a grudge. The Fusion Hybrid matched Toyota's efficiency, becoming a best-selling hybrid. Dominated NASCAR 2006 to 2019, became Ford's self-driving test platform. Those sensor-covered Fusions were the face of autonomous ambitions. Despite being solid, Ford killed it in 2020, abandoning sedans for SUVs. A good car, but the wrong era. Built despite accountants saying no. The first factory truck made for Baja-style desert running, with Fox bypass shocks and a widened stance built to fly over dunes. It proved turbo V6s could beat V8s off-road. Then the Raptor R brought back a 700 horsepower supercharged V8, the truck that rewrote the rules. The electric Mustang with no Ford badges, only the pony, making Mustang its own brand. Water-resistant front trunk drains like a cooler. Flush e-latch buttons, no handles. The unbridled mode pipes in synthesized V8 sounds. Electric, with a muscle car soul. Your phone is the key, with a backup keypad if it dies. An electric pony that kept its heritage. An adventure rig built with real personality. GOAT, that stands for Goes Over Any Type of Terrain. Modes handle everything from eco to rock crawl with ease. A raised safari roof lets you fit bikes upright inside. No hassle. Smart details make it both practical and playful. Modular cargo space, molly straps, opening rear glass, and even hidden Easter eggs throughout. It's built for bottles, bikes, and the open back roads. The under $20,000 hybrid truck that broke the rules. The standard hybrid delivers 42 miles per gallon in the city, making it one of America's most efficient trucks. Smart features like the Fit system and the Flex bed make do-it-yourself customization simple, without the need for expensive add-ons. Its unibody construction provides a smooth, car-like ride and easy access to the truck bed, an affordable truck that introduced a whole new generation to Ford. The electric truck that can power your home. With intelligent backup power, it can supply up to 3 days of electricity during an outage. Instant torque, 775 pound-feet, launches it from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 4 seconds, making it the most powerful F-150 ever built. With multiple onboard power outlets and smart load monitoring, it becomes a mobile power station, ready to work when the grid goes down. From the very first Model A to today's electric revolution, Ford's legacy has never been about perfection. It has been about adaptation. Through every model and every era, one thing has remained constant: keep moving forward. If you enjoyed this journey through automotive history, be sure to subscribe, and let's explore more legendary machines together.